Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. Thank you guys for waiting for this extra episode. This episode that is barely coming out. Man, I've been busy, bro. I have been fucking busy. School, work, this comedy shit has been wrecking me. I'm doing good in school though. I'm doing really good. I'm missing probably some minor assignments, but for the most part, it's going well. I've been, I question myself all the time. Like, is this worth it? What am I doing? But I can't look back. There's no dropping out of college and not finishing. I'm in my third year. And I know it, like, it takes up my time with comedy. I really want to focus on comedy, but I got to finish this, bro. It's been way too damn long. I've invested way too much money. I got to finish it. It's only like a year and a half left. Fuck it. But yeah, crazy shit, some crazy shit. Actually, one of my classes, I'm doing a sports broadcasting class, and, I had to do this assignment for it. And, the assignment was that my professor, he chose a random city and a random sport. And I got Phoenix NASCAR. And dude, honestly, NASCAR is not a sport that I'm all about, I don't think I've ever watched a game, or if I don't know what you call them, a race. I've never watched one in my life. I know what it is, but I don't know how it works. So I had to find a story on it. And it wasn't too difficult. It was actually a pretty dope experience. Just going online, trying to find stories. I found out about this place called the Phoenix Raceway. I'm not sure if anybody's going to care about that, but it was interesting. I interviewed this dude who was a part of their track communications, and we had a dope interview. And the guy actually invited me to cover the sport in November, to go to Phoenix and cover it. So I think it's pretty dope. I think it's pretty awesome, regardless how far I might go with this journalism stuff or not. I think it's going to be a dope experience. I'll be able to go out to Phoenix, experience what Phoenix is, have fun out there. And, honestly, what could be better than covering just a random sport, other than stand-up, like, you're just watching a game, Yeah. Anyway, I could not go on without talking about, putting up an episode and not talking about what happened at the Oscars. So crazy how there's like a split of like how people think, when it comes to, there's like two different schools of thought. Some people, everybody knows. If you don't know, goddamn, dude, you're I don't want to say, but you're probably fucking retarded, man. This shit is everywhere. Will Smith slaps the shit out of Chris Rock. Yeah, and I didn't like it. I did not like it. I thought that was fucking ridiculous. Chris Rock is a professional comedian, a legend at that. And so is Will Smith, and they're both, in legendary positions. And Chris is hosting the Oscars. It's his job to do what he does, by either roasting people or, whatever the job entails. It's his job, And he made a light-hearted joke towards Jada Pinkett. It was so lighthearted. He basically just said that she looks like she'll be in the next G.I. Jane movie. And honestly, who the fuck even cares about that movie? That movie was made in like the late 80s or early 90s. I don't even remember. I saw that shit when I was a kid, and the only reason I saw it is because I wanted to see a naked bitch. And everybody wants, us, like the whole world, to be on the same level of what's going on with Jada Pinkett Smith. She has like some fucking hair loss disease called alopecia. Dude, who the fuck knows, dude? Honestly, who is going out of their way to find this shit out? People are acting like as if you should have known. Chris Rock should have known. Like, how, bro? How? There's so much going on social media in the world, but yet we should know about her alopecia. Ukraine and Russia are in war right now. United States are sending weapons to Ukraine, but we have to know about Jada Pinkett Smith's alopecia. Fuck out of here, bro. And like some people are like, "Oh, I'm down for what he did. He defended his woman." Dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Defended his woman's honor? Dude, the guy, Chris Rock, is a professional comedian, man. It's not like he's coming out of pocket not knowing what's going on. He's been doing this possibly as long as I've been alive, if not longer. So for Will Smith to go up there and slap the fucking shit out of him as if you're doing something honorable is ridiculous, bro. I have a coworker who said that like he liked it because sometimes you just gotta check a person. And I totally get it. I totally get that kind of shit, like checking somebody. Like not letting them get away with doing shit to you, I understand that, but that's in a different situation. If I'm walking down the street with my girl and some guy's hassling us and trying to get her attention by talking shit, well, yeah, bro, defend your girl, dude. Say what's up. Tell that fool to shut the fuck up. But in that situation with Will Smith and Chris Rock, they're in a show. They're at the Oscars. Chris Rock is doing his job. And look, as a comedian, it gets my mind reeling because it's like, holy shit, dude, now we're going to start seeing fucking assholes, who maybe, who knows, maybe they're just on their shit, and didn't think they were going to get called out in a comedy show, and they're going to go up there and decide to strike the comedian because they know part of the community or, some people are going to agree with them. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Dude, what the fuck are you doing here then? If you're in an area where some controversial ideas might be tossed around or where, whatever situation you're going through might be, somebody might be putting a lighter touch on it and you can't take it, don't go to these places. Because it doesn't make sense for someone to have to make sure that they're not stepping on your toes, just to do what they have to do. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah. I don't know, bro. Part of me bugged me about, dude. I don't know. It sucks for Chris Rock because I feel like, yeah, I wish he would have pressed charges. I wish he would have. But who knows? Maybe that would make him look more like a bitch, Pressing charges after you got bitch slapped. I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro. And I don't know what I would have done, because it's like in that situation, you weren't thinking anything was going to happen. And I'm sure he's thinking, I know Will Smith, we're cool. So even when it happened, when he slapped the shit out of him, it looked like he was waiting for Will Smith to probably crack a joke or say something silly. But he has a smile on as Will Smith walked away back to his seat, and Will fucking starts yelling crazy shit. Keep my woman's name out your fucking mouth. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, dog? You guys are fucking in the front row at the Oscars. I mean, look what Ricky Gervais did last time. I don't even know if it was in the Oscars. I don't know what fucking award show it was. But he bombed on everybody. It's just part of the show, bro. If comedians don't like that kind of shit, bro, tell the Academy, fuck having comedians as hosts, because we can't handle it. We're too fucking fragile. We want to be seen as action fucking heroes and like royalty. Like, dude, just have your boring ass fucking award show with another actor hosting it, sucking all of you off what you really want. Man, dude, crazy shit, bro. And it fucking fucks with me, because it's like the people that say, oh, I'm glad he defended her on da da da, and some people saying some people need to get checked. Bro, I would love for people to do that. I would love to see people just do that. Just like think you could just walk up to and slap some people. You know what, mind you, dude, some people might not do anything because some people aren't fighters. But dude, believe me, bro. If I'm on stage and someone decides to fucking check me by slapping me, I don't give a fuck. I'm going after your ass. I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's a whole different thing. You can't just slap somebody in the face and be like, yeah, you should have known better, and walk away and sit down as if you're in the right. Bro, there is no in the right after that. Gloves are coming off, homie, and I'm fucking you up instead of finishing my 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you gotta do. Not cool, Will Smith. Not cool, bro. You were supposed to be the Fresh Prince, dog. Now you're the whack-ass fucking jester, homie. Not even a jester, bro. You're just... Sheesh, bro. I don't know if they had a cuck in medieval times, but you were there, dog. Watching your fucking woman get plowed by fucking one-armed slaves and shit. Jesus. Fucking crazy. And it's affected Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I know it's just between two men, and not none of our business. We all seen it on TV, but it's a crazy thing, bro. And to me, I just feel like, or I hope that it doesn't start showing up in comedy clubs. You know? Because people are wild when it comes to these comedy shows anyway. I went to do an open mic maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I mean, I still go, but like this one time I went, and we're doing the open mic, and this couple's there, and at first it turned into some like light banter. It was working with the show, but then it started being a little bit too hectic, where they're just interrupting. At one point, they're like heckling one of the comics. I don't remember his last name. His name is CJ. He did fucking great in handling them. Handled it perfectly. And I gotta say, to some degree, I think had shut them up until this other comedian went up, tried to use them because he wasn't having a great set, and it just started all over. And it was just bullshit. And the owner, he got upset, dude. And I've actually never seen anybody yell on stage like that, telling the audience member to get the fuck out. Dude, he was yelling at those fucking dudes. Yelling at them. And I might be understating the whole thing, but it was intense, bro, And I'm sure it's just those people were fucking drunk, bro. The guy had a bottle on him, you know, and it's like the crazy thing is, like, you know, a lot of people like to say comedy is like medicine, you know what I mean? It's good for you, you know, you need some laughter in your life. But for some reason, dude, like sometimes it just like it brings out the fucking whack, the worst in people. You know, like people just like lose their mind, their coherency of what's going on. You know, they think it's becoming like this Q&A basically. And I don't know. You know, I mean hopefully if you're a comic, you're great enough to where if people are heckling, you can just handle it perfectly, shut them up. I don't know. Jokes, bro. They're, you know, sometimes they hurt, you know? Sometimes they do. Even though it's like funny and clever, sometimes it gets to you. You know, even when I've gotten roast, you know, I've done roast battles. And speaking of roast battles, tonight I actually have a roast battle. I'll be at Haha's Comedy, going up against comedian Tom Horn. So this will be my third roast battle show. I'm currently 1-1, one win, one loss. And hopefully we go 2-1 today. But yeah, yeah. Sometimes it could hurt, bro. Sometimes it can hurt, and I mean, I don't blame him for just being like, "Oh fuck, man, shut the fuck up," you know. I don't blame him. Cause even I've gotten like I've felt it, you know, at a roast battle when someone and it's just like, "Oh, that was good," like. But I mean, you just got to realize that it's a joke. It's meant to be funny. You know, the setting matters, bro. I think it matters, regardless if it's harsh or not. You know, if you're at a comedy show, you got to realize you're at a comedy show. And no one's saying you can't get mad, or no one's saying you can't get upset or walk away. But why interrupt the show? You know, why interrupt it to where it's like becoming a problem? And why be forced to leave? You know, like you probably spent some money to be there. Why get kicked out and ruin the night for yourself? You know? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it, you know? I know, like earlier when I was first starting comedy, you know, I always thought like I wanted a heckler. Like, yeah, I would love it. But dude, it is difficult. You know, because even though you want a heckler, you're looking for a specific type of heckle that maybe you could go off of. But some people just come random and you are not sure how to riff with it, you know? To make it fun. It's difficult. I was at an open mic and this other comedian was kind of heckling me because instead of calling it a mic or an open mic, I was calling it a show. And she was mocking me over calling it a show. And I was just like, what? Like the first time, like, caught me off guard. I was, what? The second time she did it again, I was like, this chick is just tripping over what I'm saying. And, you know, like, like a minute after that or so, or maybe less, like, you know, I came up with a joke about her, but it was just like, it stunted me, you know, like, it fucked up my set. I don't know, man, like, it's hard, dude, like, being a comedian up there, like, for 1 year, you've written these jokes out, you know, and they're supposed to be performed a certain way. Yeah. I don't know. You know, it's all a learning process. You know. But yeah, bro. Funny thing is too, this roast battle I'm going to called No Llores, and I don't think fucking Will Smith could be there, bro. That fool was crying during his speech. Fucking crazy ass motherfucker, dude. She loves that woman, bro. That is a fucked up ass relationship. Um, Me and my girlfriend just got back from Vegas. Well, not just got back. We got back. We had went over the weekend. Saturday, Sunday. Got back Sunday night. It was fun, man. It was fun. We went to go see Andrew Santino live. That was pretty awesome. It was at the Encore, I believe. Yeah, it was pretty. It was awesome. It was dope seeing Andrew Santino. Um, it's really great seeing these guys. Especially being like a upcoming comedian. It just it's good to see it. It's really good to see it for yourself, and the support is always awesome. That's one thing about a comedian is like, support is the greatest, man, for a comedian, because that's what it's all about, people liking what you're talking about, and wanting to see you do more and hear more from you. So it's great, and fans out there, just, realize most comedians, if not all, are all like, to some degree, like putting in work, whether it's constantly writing, constantly finding stage time, they're always doing something. I don't think somebody's just sitting on their ass, not doing anything, and just decides, I'm doing an open mic today. It just doesn't work that way. Maybe the first time you want to try it, probably, but once I think you're doing it. You're always coming up with a bit, always coming up with the premise, joke, punchline, all this stuff, Yeah. But Vegas was cool, man. Yeah, we saw Santino, and then we just got drunk that night, gambled a little bit. I won like how much did I won like $60 because we started off with 20. I was playing those slot machines, and I won $60, and I lost 20 of that. So I cashed out after that. I was like, fuck it, I'm about to lose more. Won $40. Spent it that night on 2 tall cans and some snacks, and it wasn't even a lot of snacks. It was like a bag of peanuts, a little. It was like 2 things of peanuts, chips, and maybe one other snack. And all that was like $38. Fucking expensive ass Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, I was chill. And then, next day we got up, checked out. We went to the Strat, this tall ass building, I guess, called the Strat or whatever. You could go to the top. We rode the rides up there, which were pretty scary. Not scary in the, like, necessarily how they moved, like roller coasters, that kind of movement, It was scary, the fact that you're just up on top of I think might be the tallest building in Vegas, and you're on these rides that are just hovering you over the ground. It's... Yeah, and it's just the pure fear of just the possibility of falling all the way down. They had one where it was kind of like it was in the shape of a claw, and everybody sits on like kind of one part of the legs. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but and it spins you, but it's not a fast spin, but it's hovering you, above that drop, and just spinning, and it's just insane, man. It's fucking insane, dude. That same ride, it was dope that we got on it. But literally after we got off of it, when we were getting on the second ride, they had said that they had to stop it because it got too windy. Yeah. That they can't even use that roller coaster when it's too windy. What? Who knows? Maybe it's going to shake and fucking just break off and people just fall to their death. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. I know roller coasters are like, the same thing, but dude, it's not the same thing. Not the same thing. I still had, let me just say this, it was still fucking fun, it was still amazing, but it at the same time pretty crazy about these rides. They had this other one where it's like, it's really just one track and it just like, it starts you off like at the back of it and lets you fall down, facing down towards, the ground where you'll fucking fall to your death. And it just stops before, like, as if it's just going to completely let you go. Like a drop. Oh, psych. And that's all it was. It did that 3 or 4 times. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, it was cool because, I mean, it wasn't cool, but it was just like, oh my God. Like, it's just hard not to, like, clench up when it's dropping you and it feels like you're just going to, like, roll off down the top of the tallest building to the floor, We were on the ride and I told my girlfriend, I think might have been on the last one. I was just, the last drop, I was like, all right, let's do this with our hands in the air, because grabbing that bar right there where your torso is like, for some reason it's you grip on it when things get too hectic, but have your hands up, it's a different feeling. Not that safety bar right there, that something you can grip on. Ladies. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, it was a good time, man. It was a dope time. Vegas, dude. And like that Strat area, dude, ghetto, bro. It's so crazy how close, that whole, hotels, casino, like Flamingo Circus, all those, that whole area, how like condensed it is, and yet how different it can be in its parts. We were at Westgate and that kind of had like a fancier vibe to it, and then you go to the Strat and it's just like, like there's abandoned apartments across the street, like I think there's more crackheads out, like kicking it right there. We went to this little, I guess you could call it plaza or something, and it just seemed desolate and depressed. And yeah, this is pretty crazy, like the structure of Vegas out there, man. Crazy how people live out there. It's probably cheap though, Probably. How much time we got here? What are we doing? 30 minutes. Alright. But yeah. And just on spring break right now. And it feels good, dude. But they're already bugging me about doing more homework. The professors. I'm so glad I only have like 3 weeks left. I think it's like 3 weeks, possibly like probably like another month. I'm not sure. But yeah, man, because just I want to go hard at doing stand-up again, I mean, I still got my time in, I had I like to commit at least one day to doing it, you know? Yeah. So, but you know, when the semester's over, you know, just go hard at it. Just go fucking hard, you know? So great. Yeah. Jesus, dude. What a fucking boring life I have, dude. I only have 30 minutes to talk about random bullshit. You know, I mean, fuck it, dude. I didn't really write anything out for this episode, or I just thought like I gotta do something, you know. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I have a show tonight and on Friday, the 1st of April, April Fool's. One of the silliest holidays in American culture. I read about April 1st, April Fool's. You know, it came from a couple festivals that people used to have back in the day, but I guess there's like a story how they came up with April Fool, whatever, I don't know. I guess this guy didn't recognize that it was the New Year's, you know? So, and he didn't really question it till April 1st. So he went January, February, March. He went 4 months thinking it was the same year, and then realized on April 1st, holy shit, guys, isn't it 1789 now? They're like, Jack, you know, it's been 1789 for 4 months now. I don't know if you saw the fireworks, and you know, we were dancing naked outside of your window. I mean, it's not every day that we do that, you know. I just thought you guys were having a hard time. I don't know. Stupidest story, but I mean, like, how does that start a tradition? You base a tradition off of a guy's fucking being so not aware of time and space and like what the fuck is going on around him. It's crazy. Fucking crazy. So, but yeah, I'll be performing Friday, April 1st at the Hollywood Comedy. I think the show starts at 8 or 9 o'clock. I think this is going to be really cool because, you know, Hollywood Comedy was actually the first room that I attempted stand-up comedy. You know, I think it was the first. I think it was. It was one of the two. It was either Ha-Ha's or Hollywood. I'm not sure. But either way, it's still cool. You know, this is my first time performing there, so I'm very honored. Hollywood Comedy, if you're listening, shout out to Chow Ying Summers for, you know, putting that spot up. Yeah, man. Gotta keep it going. You know, not gonna be able to stop, bro. Not gonna be able to, you know, chill with it for a little bit. I just gotta fucking work my ass off for the next 2 years. I mean, I'm not saying in general, but like just so I'm not so time crunched with multiple things, you know. Everything will be okay. I guess so, huh? Well, everybody, It seems I have drained my brain with what I wanted to talk about, and all the words of yesterday have left my mind. So we will end it on that. I know the episodes are starting to suck more and more. But, we're still trying. We're putting it out there. It's step by step, I can't really expect the most right now. It's just something I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be in that world, I gotta, that self-sustaining world, being able to stand on your own 2 feet with what you built, It's the American dream, bruh. Yeah. All right, everybody. You guys have a good one. Thanks for listening to the Bean Dip podcast. The Bean Dip podcast. Let's see when the next one comes out. Thank you guys.